No, all right. I know that sounds bad.
What's up, everybody? My name is Eggberry, and welcome back to another Marvel Rivals video. Thank you guys, as always, for stopping in. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's just get right into the video. Sorry, I have not been on Marvel Rivals so much as of lately. Just been playing a lot of Fortnite, and then also some other games just in my own free time that I haven't been recording. But we are back now for a little bit more of some Marvel Rivals here. As you can see, I am playing as Loki. There is a Phoenix that is trying to shoot me and this other person that is helping me out in the back line. I'm not quite sure. I think it is the Gambit, actually, right there. As you can see, the Wolverine tried to jump on me from behind, but I was lucky enough to be able to avoid it, or he kind of just actually missed. But I am getting focused here a little bit, and I decided to switch over to another one of my other clones, and I actually was able to take out the thing right there. So it worked out pretty well.
Damn, Groot just got fucking sideswiped to shit. Holy crap. Oh my god. His body went fucking flying.
Here is Penny, and we are pretty far pushed along on the second point on this payload here. As you can see, I'm placing down one of my nests, and there is a squirrel girl over here I was trying to focus on, but she was lucky enough to have one of her stupid jumps. She's definitely not busted or anything, but what do I know about this game? But anyways, we're just going to keep pushing along here. I do get trapped a couple of times here, as you can see, but it's alright. I am using my ult at this moment in time, focusing on the Magneto. Everybody was doing a pretty good job of avoiding my ult right here, though, for the most part, other than the Mantis, of course, who I was able to get. But now I'm out of my ult, and I'm just going to start shooting normally. And I was also able to take out the Gambit right here, followed by the Moon Knight shortly after. I was also trying to, of course, avoid the Squirrel Girl ult, and I was also lucky enough to get the Magneto here, and here is the culprit to that stupid ult, who we were able to take out as well. Once again, playing as Penny here, and this match had just started. There was an Angela flying around, but I was going to place down my nest instead real quick, just because I didn't want to get too focused on everybody else before I got that down. I was able to take out the Angela right there, as you can see, and I did have to replace my mine because I think it got destroyed by the map or something else, but I was also able to take out the Iron Man because he flew right down into the nest, and you know, it just worked out pretty well for me. I was also able to take out the Groot right here, and now they're having to retreat pretty hard, and we just negated their push completely and secured control of the point. So W's. So this entire clip is basically just a complete wash of the other team. They're doing a pretty decent job of a push right here, I'd say. I was able to take out the Magic pretty easily right there. And sure, they're trying to push along. There's a couple people on the point and all that, but they're all getting pretty low. The Emma goes right there, followed by the Loki shortly after. And now we're focusing on the Magneto, who is pretty easy to take out as well. And now we've got the point captured with nobody on it. So I'm just going to take this time. I'm going to speed it up a little bit because I'm actually just setting up for their next push right here, which I knew was going to happen at one point. As you can see, there's so many mines guarding my nests over here. There's one on the other side as well that's not as well guarded, but not as important because it's not like the main one. It's just the one I get from the Rocket team up. But I was pretty much just waiting for them to kind of come into this at some point. I wasn't sure when they were going to. I do eventually make my way out a little bit further. As you can see right here, I am going to push and try and aggravate them into a push on their end to where they kind of follow me back into it, and it ends up working out like perfectly because they just kind of funnel in one after another. I get the Spider-Man and the Emma, and then the Loki right after, and then the freaking Invisible Woman too. And then yeah, you know, we're just gonna do this real quick because it's just completely deserved at this point. That's probably one of the most successful baits I've had in this game, but you know, we're just gonna go for another one. You know, I'm gonna speed this part up a little bit. Just gonna push up a little bit further. You know, kind of tease them a little bit, get them aggravated again. And you know, I do have my ult now, so I'm gonna take out the Spider-Man normally here, and they're gonna try and push because we're almost got the point captured. But they ran back into my stuff here, as you can see, and it didn't just magically leave. It's still there, and you know, it just worked out once again. They just ran right back into it, and I was able to get a pentakill this time rather than just a quad. And we're gonna go back and hit the big head emote. Easy freaking money, baby. Let's go. Oh my gosh, we even get a little freaking quick Moon Knight cameo in here. I like never play him nowadays. But you know, I thought this play was pretty good. I was getting attacked by this Angela right here, pretty hardcore as you could see. There was a Moon Knight also who I was able to take out, and I also got the Angela who was attacking me, so W. Alright, on to my freaking boy Gambit. I'm so glad that they added this dude. I was so excited for him when they teased him, and you know, he's just honestly such a fun character. It's been really cool to get to learn him. And I get a freaking double kill right here, so easy freaking money. So here I have my ults ready, and they are making a push with their Emma ult. As you can see, I did kind of launch that really quick, so I wasn't exactly sure on how many people it did affect. I know I got a couple people at least, but I bashed the freaking Groot skull in right there with my bow staff, and then we were able to take out these Emma and the Jeff there as well. So easy money. So this was actually right at the beginning of one of these games. As you can see here, I am playing as Gambit once again, and I am joined with Chad and Logan. Logan is playing as Scarlet Witch, and Chad is playing as Phoenix, and we are just making an absolute mockery of this team and just running them down completely easily. That was a pretty easy push onto the point. As you can see, there is a thing back here now as well, but we were able to get him taken out really easily. The Phoenix on their team is trying to push back up onto the point, but we were able to capture it, and the Rogue was following there shortly afterwards, but we were able to get him taken care of as well. I did unfortunately miss out on Chad right there, so I feel bad about that one, but I was able to get their Bucky, and Logan was able to take out their Phoenix as well, so I'll take it. And now we're pushing back onto this Doctor Strange, who we were also able to take out, so we're just going to keep pushing the payload along. Just checking the stats real quick, and I really honestly haven't had to do that much healing just because they haven't really done that much back to us. The Penny was able to trap me there briefly, but we were able to get out of that, and I did get trapped again, unfortunately, just because she can shoot that pretty frequently. I do get trapped once again there, but I don't get trapped anymore after this because I'm just going to use my ult real quick, and we're going to take her out as well as somebody else right there before that. And we're going to focus on the Doctor Strange and the Squirrel Girl over here, as well as the Bucky, who I'm not sure why, but our Doctor Strange also killed himself right there. I don't know how that even happened, but it's whatever. We're pushing along even further here. The Mantis was taken out really quickly right there, and now their Invisible Woman tried to get back onto the point as well, and the Penny is back too. We've pretty much got this next checkpoint captured, as we were able to get everybody off of the point once again here, and yeah, pretty easy money. Playing with just Chad here, and I'm back to Penny, and I do actually get swallowed by the Jeff here shortly, and he's going to try and spit me off of the edge along with a couple other people. He does spit his teammates back out real quick, but I was able to actually save myself there real quick and kind of use the fog to distract myself before I was able to get back and do a little bit of damage. I was trying to focus on getting my nest down real quick, just so I could have a little bit of extra healing and damage going out. And there's a couple people that are low over here. I do have the Angela ult on me, so I was kind of trapped there for a second, but I do have my ult up right here, so I'm going to use that real quick, and I'm going to focus on at least getting this Magneto taken care of, who I am able to get eventually. And now I'm just going to try and focus on pushing them back off the point, because it's really just this Angela here at the moment, and yeah, she's low. So once again, back as Gambit here, and there's a Spider-Man trying to solo ult this Bucky back here, but I'm like, nah, I'm not going to take that shit, so I decided to pop my ult real quick and keep him alive, and I was actually able to take out the Spider-Man there shortly after that, so that worked out pretty well. Once again, joined by Chad in this clip. He is playing as Invisible Woman. We're both back on our healer arcs right here. Well, I never really left it, but we are trying to make a final push onto this point. As you can see, we're pretty close to getting there, but we are running out of time. I do have my ult right here, so I'm going to use it real quick, and we're going to push along, get a few people grouped up with this Groot ult, and get them taken care of. I'm focusing on this Cloak and Dagger over here. It was getting pretty low. She tried to escape, as you can see, but I was able to chase her down and get her taken out, and I also got the Invisible Woman right there after that. So both of their healers were down, and now I was trying to focus on the Iron Fist, who was chilling out over here, but I'm not sure why he just didn't manage to get onto the point in time, and we get a freaking victory right there, baby. And I'm even the MVP of this game, so let's freaking go. That is going to do it for today's episode, though, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.
Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Then bring it down hard. Someday, we'll put it together.
What are you doing?
Dance off, bro. Me and you.